This is my surprise face. This is how surprised I was about Thursday night. What the hell I said? What did I say? Listen, not many people can bask in greatness. Bask in greatness like yours truly. Yours truly flawless. I don't know what you guys have done so great in life, the way I've stumbled upon little old me in this fantasy football sector. But I'm telling you what, I tell you that you're in a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful position. And I am too, because I'm glad to have you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. And what a game on Thursday night! What a game, what a game. Man, don't pick quarterback early. You'll be okay if you wait and you get a guy around 9 or 10. You'll be okay still. We don't want okay. So many times I said it. Want a freaking gusto team. Guess what? If you have to play that person again, I don't know if you got a 10-man league. If some of you got a 12, you probably might not have to play that week one person again. Oh, but they're going to be scared to death to play you again. Now, for those of you that believed in Sir Flawless and drafted Josh in the second round, congratulations. Congratulations. You are 100%. You are not going to miss in the second round, while 55 to 60% of them will miss. Okay? So, having said that, Josh got anywhere from 39 to 42, depending on if you got some inflated type, quarterbacks, scoring. But yeah. But Josh is Josh, okay? That's the easy call. But you see a lot of people, they try to, not because I got some of y'all loyal ones out there. You try to get Josh in the third and fourth, or late in the third or in the early fourth, and then you got sniped. You got sniped, and I preach that don't get sniped. But life's all about lessons, learning lessons, and I feel great about how the season started. But of course, Josh's gonna be Josh, right? But let's talk about Gabriel Davis. Some things it's clear to see. I'm going to tell you right now, if Buffalo would have beat Chiefs in that one game, on that playoff game, and due to Gabriel Davis and Josh Allen's 4 connections for TDs, Gabe would have been freaking it would have upped his value. But because it was in a losing effort, it was oh yeah, he did good, but they lost. But I knew before then, because I put him on one of my breakouts for last year. Actually, him and Josh Palmer, I believe. But they got stifled last year, but we all saw glimpses. But yeah, man, when I saw you're in the first quarter, Josh got it right, going straight down the field, and that play where he was he was kind of bootlegging, and and Gabriel was down there blocking. I told my son, I went to my son's crib last night. We watched the game. Got a little drink, went to the crib, And I saw Gabe Davis act like he was blocking. I told my son, because he got, because my son's going to, he's going to follow me. He understands that his dad is essentially the Michael Jordan of fantasy football. Yeah, and look, I'm going to be honest, but I'm not even going to go there with LeBron. I'm not going to mention that. But I don't toot my own horn a lot. But a lot of people, I'm going to have to toot it because I'm in a space by myself. Because so many other people's I won't pick quarterback until the 4th. You're not just picking any quarterback when you have Josh. Okay, screw Josh. We're done with Josh. But when Gabe came around, he's acting like he was blocking. And then he took that step and he's been ready to run. I was like, He peeling. I mean, he's peeling off. He peeling. It was before he even got close to getting out of the screen. And then Josh threw back, and I'm just like, please don't overthrow it. And he caught it. And I'm like, you telling me I got a stack combo right away off the rip? Off the rip. He could have had two, but Josh underthrew the deep ball. And he got, it fell on the 6. But yeah, it was just a wonderful day. It's just a wonderful day, wonderful night. And it's Friday evening. I felt great all day today. I'm going to tell you straight up. With an abundance of energy, I felt great. I went to work and I was donning my Buffalo Bills vest, right? We got a work league and stuff going postal, so it's like, a lot of them is like, oh, here we go. Oh, one of them said like, oh, you like we didn't know about Josh. I say, but you didn't believe in Josh like that, or else you would have drafted him too. But yeah, one of the guys like, how many vests do you? He say, you got the 49ers vest, and I was like, no, I don't have the 49ers vest. I say, but actually, I have about 3. I have 3 of these. I had to go through the whole song and dance, but it was a good day, man. I'm sorry. I gotta live on this cloud, but guess what? It's not over. There are other things that I spoke on that's gonna come to fruition. You guys are gonna see. You're gonna be like, damn, how did somebody know that? How was he so confident? How would he know that? But you can't change everybody's mind. I'm only interested in changing y'all mind and helping y'all believe in the system that basically I endorse, which is basically as it pertains to a drafting strategy to employ a hero running back. One running back early, one running back in the first round, elite quarterback in the second round. And then you go that sweet area round 3 through 4. It's that sweet area for wide receivers. But you got to know which wide receivers to pick. And see, that's why a lot of people, even the industry guys, they don't endorse picking quarterback early because they don't know how to surround them with the appropriate players. If you go and I'm not knocking you guys to pick them, you hopefully you shouldn't have, but if you go put them around DJ Moores and McLaurin's and just those little they're scared to death to score 7 or 8 touchdowns. They're scared to death to do it. Allergic to it. Like it's their kryptonite, it's the end zone. Those guys aren't going to move the needle. We want needle movers. NMs, needle movers. That's what we want. That's what Gabe is. That's what Mike Williams is. Needle movers. Now, I know I endorsed Lazard, and we'll get to the little injury list here in a minute. They say he got stepped on in practice on his ankle or something. Hey, look, this is why you draft a team. This is why you draft high upside players. Players is going to put up damn near a 40. And then your wide receiver 2, which is Gabe, puts up a 16 or whatever he put up. You know what I'm saying? Half point PPR, whatever it was. That's why you pick. So guess what? Now you can put in your wide receiver 4 because he's out. Now, if you went to the T, and I'm not saying you should have, because I do want y'all to employ your own draft schedule. I like to be able to see some flawlessness sprinkled on it, but also like to see your own people that you like that are not Reds, obviously, but that you feel good about drafting. So you can play your Olaves. You can end up playing your Londons for Atlanta or whoever else. But see, as for Sir Flawless, I drafted Dobbs. Remember, I drafted Dobbs in all my, in my leagues, the 3 leagues that you see online. I drafted Dobbs because Dobbs is Lazard insurance. Just like Palmer is Mike Williams insurance. Now, in one of the leagues, I actually have Elijah Moore as my 3rd wide receiver, as another wide receiver before I picked Dobbs, obviously. And in another one, I have DK Metcalf in the first one going postal. So DK was actually my wide receiver 4. So I guess instead of playing Dobbs, I moved DK up. But yeah, so it's covered. That's why when I cover it like that, I'm covering my star receivers, and then I can be able to draft home run hitting type running backs later. Instead of just picking tight end twos and stupid stuff that I don't really condone for. That's why I punted tight end in that second league. Didn't draft one and then picked them up right in your face so y'all can see. But how does it feel, guys, to be up, to be having that Josh Allen juice and just to be up like that, and Gabe Davis too if you had him? That got to feel pretty good. Again, I mean, I don't want to get too spotted, but I'm sure even if y'all do pay attention to some, YouTubers, even maybe bigger or whatever, because I listen to some of those guys, but I listen to it to see what they're saying wrong so I can make sure I get the message out there to clean stuff up, especially to make sure my guys ain't tripping on that nonsense. So, it is what it is. But I'm very happy and I'm glad to have caught that W. I've been a while, so I did it. That W. Need some lotion. But check it out. Let's get to it. Ah, man. Buffalo just has too much. They have too much. Von Miller had 2 sacks. Y'all saw the way Josh stiff on that boy. Josh. I did some research and I found out that Josh Allen recently went to training. He went to a training course. It was the Derrick Henry School of Stiff Arms. School of Stiff Arms. Man, he had that thing. He distributed that stiff arm and made that boy eat. I think it's number 33. Well, I don't know what his number is. You knew that was going to be seen. You know that was going to be seen. That boy, I hope he ain't had no old lady. She probably told him don't come home for a month. Yeah, so, but Josh just looked great. He didn't really pass all that much because they was in control of the game like crazy. But, it was very, 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 very nice to see. That McKenzie fumble, he caught it. And then was threw up. I'm like, come on, bro. What you doing, bro? So, but it seemed like Kinsey and Crowder kind of split the slot work. I kind of like that in a sense. Both of them small, so maybe it keep both of them healthy. As long as it don't take juice away from our dog Gabriel, okay? And it shouldn't. So, but also Moss and Dalvin Cook, big head little brother, both fumbled. Singletary played very well. Very well. And he was explosive. But then they started working them other scrubs, man. Like, man, let them dudes walk, man. Both of them put the ball on the ground. It's about to go out there and get at least another field goal. I'm sure they're going to try to take another shot. But then freaking Moss fumbled with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. I'm like, damn it, man. Josh could have put up like a 4 to 5. And just to think, am I going postal league? They still got to worry about Jonathan Taylor. And Mike Williams it's going to be tough for him. What else I got? You all saw when Diggs caught that touchdown? He caught the touchdown. It was kind of like a blown coverage. Got behind Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey got freaking cooked all night. Cooked like a nice sirloin or filet mignon at your favorite steakhouse. He got cooked. But yeah, and here's the thing. Jalen Ramsey is a very good corner, but it's just like, man, when you got Buffalo there, man, it's a well-oiled machine. There's too much going on. Josh is playing A+. It's going to stay like that. And those receivers are just confident, and man, when you're right, you're freaking right, man. You're right. But he was all in his face, and he did something. He kind of pointed at him and did something to his helmet. Yeah, poor Ramsey. He talked too much. I don't feel sorry for him. Yeah, so it was a great game, 31-10. You guys will be getting some more of that. So enjoy, okay? So you you're going to be making it to the playoffs. But the thing is, I don't want you just to make it to the playoffs. I want you to have a bye week. Okay? I want you to sit back and drink Mai Tais and relax on the beach while everybody else is fighting it out. Like you're supervising the playoffs. That's what I want. Okay? That's the goal. All right, Kenneth Walker III did not practice for a hernia. So anybody that want to play Penny, you should feel good to play him because he's going to have 95% of the freaking rushing workload. I'm playing him in the league. I'm playing him over to Ricky Pierce because Pierce played against Indianapolis, and Indianapolis has a nice run defense. And I'd rather see it out. I'd rather give my explosive veteran, a chance to play because you never know about Penny. So give him the shot. Penny is one of the only backs that can actually put up a stupid game like a 20-something without catches. So we'll see if he still has some of that magic that he had from last year. Kittle. Glass brittle Kittle. And I'm a Niner, and y'all know that. But I was trying to talk one of my doggone dudes. I asked Scotty trying to talk. Should I go if I get Kittle in the... No, don't pick Kittle in the 5th. It's still wide receivers that they need to be picking in the 5th. But it's just a nice group of tight ends there. I don't give a damn. The flawless system does not evolve around picking a mid-round or an early mid-round freaking tight end. Okay? Rondale Moore, so he got a groin issue. They say he's questionable, but I believe he's going to play against the Bears, though, because I believe they're going to want all the bodies out there for Lance to succeed. So I think he'll play. Even though he missed practice on Friday, he'll suit up. Rondale Moore with a hamstring, he's out versus KC. So it'll probably be some tough sledding for Murray. So he's going to make the best of what he do. No Hopkins, no Moore. He'll be dumping it down the line to Connor, I believe. They'll be playing out a catch-up. Dobbins, questionable versus Jets. He probably ain't going to play. If he does, play limited snaps. Now, let me tell you something about Dobbins and Cam Akers real quick. See, don't go messing around with those injuries. Don't mess around with those injuries. Oh, he's the man. Man, these Cam Akers freaking doggone dudes are sick. And just like Dobbins, don't. It's just like, no. Just no. If they reap, let somebody else reap and get them. But you just don't take that chance. Because where they were getting picked 4th, 5th round, there's other juice there. You know what I'm saying? Just stay away from it and pick a healthy person. Sometimes things are going to happen at the end of the season. Like Kittle. He was healthy and he got hurt on the back end of the waiting for the game. So just like Lazard. Some things are going to happen like that. But if somebody's hurt, man, don't be drafting them. Don't be drafting them. So I'm interested in see. Oh man, and those. What's the homeboy name? I can't remember some of these people, man. Their names be Allen Robinson. Man, those Allen Robinson freaking. Didn't I say it? I didn't trust Allen Lazard. He lucky. He almost got a red. But they pepper freaking Cup too much. You should not want a wide receiver on your team where the other guy gets peppered all the damn time. Now people over there looking sick because they got 1.2 on their bench. They got like a one catch for 12 yards or something on like 2 targets, some crap. You saw at the end of the game how they tried to salvage him and throw it towards the end and throw it in the end zone, try to salvage his day. No! You take that 1.2, you Allen Robinson lovers. He wasn't a freaking green. The only people showed out last night were people that were in the greens. Tell me if I'm lying. Both wide receivers for Buffalo were green. Josh was green. Okay? Those are the only 3 people that showed out last night. Or Cup. I'm sorry. Cup. It's 4. 4. Of course Cup gonna get a green. See? I'm 4 for 4 of my green people. Stick with the green people. The green designations. For those that's never seen the green designations, when I do my list of top 12, top 24, whatever, I go across each player and I designate them with a green, yellow, or red. Green is a full flawless endorsement. Yellow is a 50-50 so-so endorsement. And the red means no, absolutely not. Even if it's round 14, don't pick him. Y'all see CMC was on the injury report for a quick hot little second. But he off. He had some cleat to the shin type issue. He's just waiting. He's waiting. He's just waiting. I'm not rooting for the dude to get hurt, but it's like, man, it shouldn't scare you like that. Not me anyway. It shouldn't scare people when get injured like that. But it's gonna be a great season. I'm gonna drop this on you guys, and tomorrow, not to say you have to, but I'm gonna be like the Flawless Fantasy Forum or whatever. Week one advice. I'll set it up some type of way. When you see it, you'll be able to see that's the post. That's the video where you could drop your comments on, and you can ask. Ask your start sit questions. Mind you, you have to ask, and I have to know that if it's half point PPR standard or full, and I need to know the player and both players and the teams they're playing against. Okay. Now remember, I'm gonna say what I would do. Ultimately, you have the choice to submit your lineup to play or who to sit. Flawless Fantasy Football, my guys, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. 2.5 decades of fantasy football goodness. If you smell Rock was out there doing the pregame, and he finds his damn self every damn way. Like, comment, and subscribe. Flawless Fantasy Football.